Let's do some more SQL. This question appeared in an Amazon interview. Stock quotes with prices above average. In this question, they're asking, based on provided online transactions, you have been asked to identify the product codes of items whose unit prices are greater than the average unit prices of the product code sold. So we're just going to look at the table right away. I have this query here, so let's start from the table. Online retails. Let's run it. We have 5 columns here: invoice number, product code, quantity, invoice date, and unit price. So essentially what they're asking us is, give us the product codes of items whose unit prices, which is this column here, are greater than the average unit prices of product codes sold. So we don't have an average column right now. I have an idea. What I can do is probably I can use a window function, average window function, and I can add a new column with the average value. So I can add a 6th column here, average, which will have average value of all the unit prices here. So it's just going to be same repetitive value for all the rows. So that way I can make my query easier. I can just do equality check, right? I can just do comparison of unit price with that average because I have this thing here, right? Calculations must be based on each product code's original price. The original price is the initial price set for a product when it first arrives in the store. Since product codes will be repeated in the order's data set, calculation should only be based on unique product codes. Okay, that's all good. And they have some more information down there. Manager has also requested that you exclude product codes that have been returned, that is, have a negative value for quantity. Since they're only interested in sold products, your output should contain the product codes and their unit prices. It's a lot of text there, but it's actually a pretty simple problem. All this text is there to confuse you, in my opinion. This is the main question right here. If you can follow this, you can solve this problem. So they are saying, based on the provided online transaction, you have been asked to identify product codes of items whose unit prices are greater than the average unit prices of the product code sold. Okay, so enough talking. Let's start doing something. So we have this table right now. Let me add that extra column here. I'm going to be using my trusty window function, average. So this will be the average of unit price over, since I want average price for all the products sold, since that's what they're asking, average unit price of all the product codes sold, that means I have to take the average of all these products right here. What I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to leave this over as empty. That means give me the average over entire window. Entire window means entire table. There is no partition here. There's no order by. I mean, you can do that if you want to. Otherwise, it's not going to make any sense. So this is an empty over, meaning over the entire table. Okay, give me the average unit price. So let's run this and let's see what we get. Okay, we have this column here. Let's rename this as average price, so it's more readable. And we have the same repetitive value because 3.49 is the average of all the unit prices in this column here. And now what I can do is I can actually put this into it's CTE1 as, you can name it much more descriptive, but I'm just calling it CTE1, which is common table expression. Yeah, so let's do now our second part, which is they're asking us to do this comparison here where unit prices are greater than the average unit price. We have the average, we have the unit price, so let's do that comparison. So let's do select star from this table here, which is CTE1, the condition where unit price is greater than average price. Okay, let's run this and let's see what we get. Okay, so we have all these rows here with all these columns. What they're asking for here is, in the output, the manager also requested that you exclude product codes that have been returned. Okay, as a negative, your output should contain the product codes and their unit prices. Okay, so product code and unit prices. So let's put the product code here, product code and unit price, and let's run it. Okay, so this is what we have. So these are all the product codes where the unit price is greater than the average unit prices of the product code sold, and that's what we have. By the way, they are also asking, the manager also requested that you exclude product code that have been returned that has negative values. Okay. And they're also saying calculation must be based on each product code's original price. The original is the initial price for okay. They're saying here calculation should only be based on unique product codes. Okay, so unique. So when they're saying unique, that means we have to put a distinct there. But let's just try this without distinct. Let's see if this works. That actually works. It actually works without distinct. But just to be safe, if new products get added in future, you can just do distinct here. This will give you a distinct set of the product code and unit price, and that should work as well. And there you have it. That's the solution. This was a very simple problem, but with all this different text here, it can look a little bit intimidating, a little bit confusing. But the main question was right here. I just added an extra column average using window function, and I did a comparison afterwards. Very simple comparison of unit price with the average, and there you have it.